Hello guys, Ingemar here. Today we're going to install the Lensun solar panel. It did snow before, now the weather is great. It's a bit chilly today, but once we get working, I'm sure I'll get warm. I already washed the car, degreased the hood, and we're ready for the install. Let's have a look at the components. That's the actual panel, that's the actual solar panel, and it comes with a decal so you can protect the paint of the car. It's rolled, it comes on a roll for shipment of course, so just let it sit for a while on a straight and level surface, makes it way easier to install. Got a little spattle here to put it on, some adhesive tape later on for the panel, and of course the electronic components. So let's just jump into it and get started. First I'm going to mark out where I want the panel to sit. So I'm going to put the solar panel on the hood, check out if I'm happy with the position, take the measurements. Just remember the decal is slightly bigger, roughly half an inch or 1.7 centimeters than the actual panel. So keep that in mind when you put the decal on. I'm going to use this tape to set out the frame for the decal I'm going to put on. I have now outlined where I want the panel to sit. Be careful with the decal. There is an upper and a lower side because it's not rectangular. The whole panel is not rectangular. It follows the shape of the hood. So be careful to install it the right way. So now we're going to install the decal. For that, I've got a bottle of soapy water. If you spray the hood and then put a panel on, you can still move it slightly. That looks good. Got a nice soapy water film covering the whole area. Again, maybe you can see it, it's not rectangular. Make sure you put the right part on top. So as you can see, I just peeled off a little part of it and folded back the white covering paper. Now let's position it. Add a little bit of the water to make sure we can still move it if I screw up here. But so far, looks good. Now I'm getting my little spattle. Still looking good here, perfect. Yes. Now I'm working my way down the panel. So guys, let's have a look at it. What do you think? I think I nailed it. No bubbles. And it's exactly at the position where I wanted it to be. So the decal has now been sitting and resting here for more than a day. It looks really, really good. Now it's time to clean it again and then continue with installing the solar panel. So next we're going to put the 3M stripes adhesive tape onto the solar panel. It's super easy to work with the tape. It's easy to cut, easy to put on. So that step is really easy. Kind of fun. But I think that pattern should do the job and create a solid bond between the hood and the panel. Let's put it on. And I'm going to fix it here in the back so I can just fold it back before attaching it. That should, in theory at least, work and be the easiest way to do it. Yes. The moment of truth. Let's do this. Good, now let's add some weight to it. I wasn't happy with the original setup, so I changed that. There's no more weight distributed in all the corners to make sure it bonds to the hood. Good, I removed now the weights. The panel sits tight. Everything is perfect. I like the result. So next is going to be how to route the wire through the seal here and into the engine bay. And for that, I'm going to put the hood into a servicing position. I've shown that before in one of my other videos. So you just remove the rod and put it in there in the second position. There we go. Of course, the other way around. My bad. Here we go. Then you just put it in here into the second, and it's in an upright position now. The angle is higher and you can easily reach the area where you want to work on. So that's one of the tricks. And yeah, let's route it. I'm going to put it with the delivered 3M tabs and the zip ties in that area. So it's going to be running between the two seals to the side of the engine compartment. So here you see me putting the little zip tie holders onto the hood, just gluing them on. It's a 3M tape as well. Then putting the zip ties through, routing the wire through the zip ties, and that's basically it. Good, let's have a look at it. So from the panel through the hood, then along this area which sits exactly in here. So there's the first seal, there's the second seal, and it sits right into this little gap here. So route it here to the edge behind the seal, and it comes through here into the engine bay. And then I'm going to mount the controller in the engine bay, find a nice little spot for that, and then connect it to the battery and of course the minus of the car. So that's the next step. Pretty straightforward. I'm sorry about the dirty engine, but it has been operating in dust and mud recently quite a bit. So the whole wiring has been completed. As I said before, going through the hood there, then along the little gap in between here, coming through into the engine bay along this beam to the front. I connected the controller, which is installed here with the 3M double adhesive tape, connected it to the battery here in the front and to the mass on the beam of the engine. So it's already powered. the status light is on in green and the battery light is on as well. Now it's the moment of truth. Let's connect that panel. There we go. The panel is now connected and we should have, yeah, flashing green light. That means it's charging. Everything seems to be working. I will power up the app in a moment and check everything. Well, that was the install of the Lensun Solar Hood Panel. Pretty easy, I would say. It takes you half a day if you keep everything slow and steady. Let every component settle and dry. Give it some time and then you should be happy. I will definitely report back on that. I hope this video was helpful. If you plan to install something similar like that, the Lensun panel or anything else, well, I'm happy with that, and I will definitely report on my experience with the Lensun Solar Hood Panel. Thank you.